How cold was it in your greenhouse last night? Thing is, you don't know unless you measure it. Even if you've got a thermometer and take the temperature at 8 o'clock, it doesn't really tell you what happened at 5 o'clock. There are some really cheap digital thermometers about now that will give you a constant reading, so you can see the temperature of your greenhouse going up during the day and falling again at night. It gives you a 24-hour average. That's the one that we use most in the nursery. If your 24-hour average is high enough, you know your plants will carry on growing. Some of them even have alerts, so that if the temperature drops in your greenhouse, it'll send you an alert to say frost. Perhaps the most useful way of using it is to work out how much frost you can keep out of your greenhouse. So if last night was -2 and the frost hasn't penetrated your unheated greenhouse, you know that you don't need to worry. If it was -5 and it had actually got into your greenhouse, you know what kind of frost level that you need to worry about. There are lots of digital thermometers on the market, so we've written a guide for you on our website. Taking the temperature in your greenhouse. It's important that you take it in the shade. If you leave your thermometer in the sun, you'll get an abnormally high reading. This is what we use in the greenhouses. This is called an aspirated screen. So it has a little fan that draws air through over the sensors, and it gives you an average temperature through the greenhouse. So inside it's just a little computer fan, and it draws the air over the two sensors. So we have a heat sensor and a humidity sensor. If we leave the cover off in the sun, it would read much higher than normal. So it should be in the shade, ideally, with an airflow over it, but that's harder to do in a greenhouse. So the best place is to put it in a big shady spot in your greenhouse, and then you'll get a more accurate temperature. We've seen bench temperatures really high in the summer, and sometimes the metalwork in the greenhouse in a really hot summer is so hot you can't even touch it. But the actual air temperature would be about 34, 35. So it's important that you take the temperature properly.